Playing with a Bard. What is good with Bard, chat? What are you thinking? I'm thinking Caitlyn. Why Caitlyn? She has immense synergy with a Bard ult, because whenever Bard pops the enemies into stasis, it's basically like the enemies going into Zhonya's, which gives Caitlyn plenty of time to place a trap beneath them, which just gets you a lot of free damage and CC in a fight. Additionally, if Bard ever gets a stun, you got that really long range Q follow-up as well. Okay, I think this is going to be a lethal tempo game. They have a lot of front line. Not really in lane, it seems, but that's fine. Okay, so I think this game, because of how tanky they are, we're not going to bother with Collector. We're just going to go straight into Infinity Edge Lord Dominic's, or potentially Infinity Edge and Mortal Reminder actually for the Warwick. But we want to have both Infinity Edge and an Armor Panatum fairly early on to deal with our front line. So that means skipping Collector. Alright, since we don't have any control over these brushes, since Bard recalled, we're gonna instead just back off and walk into the lane behind the mini-wave. So if Morgana's chilling in this brush, trying to hit a Q on me, I got the mini-wave shielding me from it. That was honestly just a waste of a ward. I shouldn't have done that, because she was never gonna stay in that brush. That wasn't worth placing it just for one auto. And here it would have been fine, because it would prevent her pressuring me from that brush. Because Morgana was just in that brush, I shouldn't have even tried to, like, trade with her at all there. I should have just tried to trade with Zeri instead. I didn't have to waste a ward to try and hit. I should have stayed as far away from this brush as possible, so I wasn't taking free hits from Morgana. And she was advantaged by being in the brush. Nice, because I walked straight forwards after landing that first auto. I knew that I was getting a headshot after that, so I managed to land the second auto thanks to my very deliberate pathing. I don't know why I tried to push him though. I guess it's fine. Oh, I don't have a trinket to place. Well, we know Warwick is spotting bot side because he didn't start blue. So very soon Warwick will have finished this clear and should be ready to gank us. I would already start, yeah, just letting them push into us. Okay, we see Warwick. He's almost completed his full clear. He just skipped one camp. Smart of him to do that if it got him a kill. Okay, Warwick is now topside, so it seems like we're safe to play aggressive again.
Stay out of my way.
Would have followed up sooner with the Q, but wanted to get a last hit. Okay, he's actually back bot side. A lot of damage to Morgana. Got the headshot charge dub, Zeri should have backed off. It was not worth her sacrificing all of that HP just for one melee minion. This is the biggest mistake people do against Caitlyn and low elo, is just be completely unwilling to give up CS. Because it's not like I can hold the headshot forever. At some point I have to give up CS as well if I want to try and hit her with it. There's a fight going on in the jungle. I'll shove in just in case I'm going to be needed.
prefer this to desk duty.
I could try and base for BF sword, but on the other hand, if Zeri is just gonna stay on really low HP... Is she not going to? Okay, if she's not, then I'm just gonna get this plating and peace out. Finally, we can actually recall. We don't have to stay to keep on pressuring her while she's really low. Have you tried the first strike opportunity build? Yeah, it's not my favorite.
I am not Piltover's daughter.
NS.
I work for its people. No one else.
Whoops.
The law bends the new one.
Wait, whoa. Why is Warwick here as well? Got him. I've also got lethal tempo charging up here, so... So close. And she's dead. I might need to flash the Galio combo. I'm fine. Wait, what? I didn't even mean to take that. What the fuck? Is he actually gonna walk away from Zeri? Damn, I don't think he is. Ah, that sucks. Okay, well, she's not quite as low as me, but she is low. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave, unfortunately. Right now, I'm just a free kill for Warwick, who can sprint across the entire map towards me in like 10 seconds.
I always aim to win, and my aim is perfect.
Yeah, I completely misclicked that portal. That wasn't intentional from me. I was trying to finish off Galio.
I will not tolerate lawlessness. A true professional is always aware of her surroundings. Brilliant. Hot on the trail.
It's actually stood in the most predictable spot. Wait, what? That is not what I meant to do. Ah, what did I... What went wrong there? I was trying to hit her with the E while also flashing to change my direction so that I wouldn't be so predictable to hit. Replay won't come up.
No matter the situation, a good investigator always remains.
Did I just do it in the wrong order? Did I flash the E? Can't actually... No, it looks like... No, it looks like I did it in the right order. I don't know why it didn't work then. Best of luck, guys. Surely... Okay, thank God. I think I must have redirected the starting point of my E rather than cancelled my E like I intended to. The idea was to hit Caitlyn with my E. Sorry, hit Morgana with my E. While also flashing to the side so that the Q that she would use in a straight line wouldn't actually hit me.
Never a dull moment.
Zero, I miss out on a cannon here. Yeah, nice. I almost did as well. Why is she really low now? Oh, wow, she almost died there. Nice. Well, now she has the base, otherwise she's gonna die. Unlucky for me that I didn't have ult at the time. I think instead of trying to base here, since I can already afford Infinity Edge, because we have such a big wave here, I think I should just keep pushing for more platings, and I can also, because I'm Caitlyn and I have so much wave clear, also just one-shot this wave as well. There we go. And a nice little parting gift for the Zeri before I leave. So now I'm gonna get into lane next time with full HP, full mana, new items, and Zeri's still gonna be like, maybe by that point around 75% HP, not even full HP. Just making laning absolutely miserable for her. Oh wow, she's really low now. I guess she got hit by Bard. Why IE first? We're going Infinity Edge first this game because the enemy comp is a lot of frontline, a very tanky frontline. And so I want, within the first 3 items, ideally to have Fire Cannon, because Fire Cannon is nice to have at the 75% crit mark, because you're more likely to crit than not, so that's a lot of poke to be doing. And also, obviously by that stage you also want some Armor Pen to deal with the frontline, and you want Infinity Edge because that is definitely skilled up by that stage. So that leaves no room for Collector. If I go Collector, I'm gonna struggle. I'm gonna have to either sacrifice Infinity Edge, or sacrifice Lord Dominic's, or sacrifice Fire Cannon. Neither of which are ideal at that stage. So I either sacrifice the Fire Cannon poke, or I have to try and deal with the frontline with no Lord Dominic's or no Infinity Edge. Both of which would suck. So there's no room for Collector this game. Oh man. I still got some life still. Zeri might try and base her because they are really low. Guess she's not. Guess she's dead. Oh no, Warwick actually... Did he sneak past all of our vision? I think he must have gone through the river? That or I'm blind and I just didn't notice him, because I was in the middle of fighting them, but... I was trying to watch out for him. Yeah, wow, I see no sign of him. He snuck through the river, damn. Fake vision. I feel so safe with this vision, but I wasn't. Oh well. Okay, I suppose I can go mid. I actually should have probably even gone top. I wasn't really paying attention, I was looking at chat. Because I could have, obviously he's not going to get that turret, he does too little damage to turrets as a tank, but I could have preserved a lot of his HP at the very least. With any luck though, I actually get to push this turret. No, okay, I'm gonna have to play it safe here.
I must always be 3 steps ahead.
Has destroyed a turret.
Okay, the wave is dead now. I have nothing to push with, so...
Got them in my sights.
Azuri can potentially collapse on me here. Yes! God, I wasn't paying attention. No, my kill! Oh crap, Azuri's doing that. Holy crap, yes, I dodged the autos. Now I need to run.
I love a good chase.
Quite upsetting that I can't finish my motto reminder. Wouldn't be able to finish Lord Dominic's either though, in all fairness. But I could go for that.
I am not hilt over
I'll settle for this instead.
for its people.
Orcus even rushed the lifesteal at him, so it's extra important to actually build anti-heal for him. Why don't you stream on YouTube at the same time, by the way? I wanted to do just a Twitch-only stream today to see if I would have any, like, lagging out issues like I was having when I was dual streaming. Oh, I lost vision exactly as I would be able to hit her. Okay, that's fine. I guess she already used her E. Oh, man. I nearly have ult, but I don't have blue trinket. Perfect. Probably not gonna be able to finish anybody else, unfortunately. Yeah, sad. Very sad.
I much prefer this to desk duty.
Well, Seth is gonna want to stay here, I suppose, so I'll group mid. In the meantime, it's ideal if Rise after this wave rotates towards bot lane. Perfect. Good macro from the team. The only potentially bad macro I would say is Seth choosing to stay, but I guess he has lifestealed up pretty nicely actually. I didn't realize he has that much sustain. Usually, because he was so low, it didn't make sense to force me out of the lane so he could stay when he has the recall soon anyway, but I guess he doesn't have the recall. Ooh. Maybe she dies to this, actually. Yeah, nice. I wasn't sure. The Black Shield always makes it misleading how much actual HP they have, because it looks like they're getting a shield when they aren't. It's hard to judge how much real HP they have. Elo, silver.
Think you're above the law? Think again.
Nice one. Potentially we may want to rotate towards Cho'Gath here. This guy's gonna be very easy to collapse on. My team needs to pay attention to this. Like, the Herald cost is a sure telegraph that he's actually going to be very gankable soon. Because he's gonna get in that, and he's gonna obviously be moving forwards with that. Ooh. Okay, can Seth survive? Ah, Seth needed to try harder to run, I think. Out. It should not just be me and Bard trying to kill this Cho'Gath, by the way. You see how ridiculous this is when the overextension was so telegraphed. No, Bard, can you stop kill stealing so unnecessarily? Oh my god, second time, bro. Okay, looks like that wasn't a shutdown, or at least not a big one. So it's not the end of the world, but Jesus.
Hot on the trail.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, looks like none of the enemies are gonna wisen up and realize that they should defend us. Cho'Gath is gonna revive and he can come top after that, but he's not gonna get here in time to shove me off this wave, so I can go for another wave here before I recall. May seem greedy, but I know there's still another whole minute before the Drake spawns. Actually, Cho'Gath got here maybe a little bit faster than I expected. Jesus Christ. Okay, in the long run though, I think I do need to run away instead of trying to damage him. Nice one. Maybe it is winnable if I choose to kite him. It's off HP now. Well, I do have a lot of gold spent, so my priority here is just to base. But yeah, I didn't expect this whole situation to turn into a 30-second long chase when I chose to stay for one more wave. It's one thing I didn't account for. Still, I'm gonna get to the Drake with plenty of time. And also in the process of that play, Cho'Gath sacrificed a lot of CS while chasing me, so overall really good for us, not so good for him. Nope. Well, I didn't even notice, but I'm pretty sure Cho'Gath flushed on me. Wait, shit, I didn't need to do this, my bad. Should I take this? Sure. She's dead, if she doesn't have barrier. Nice. Okay, from here I'm not gonna bother chasing, we can just do this Drake. Come on. Oh, I don't get it. And one more wave. And now I have Fire Cannon.
If time never sleeps, then I best put on another pot of tea.
Okay, so now I've got a very good mix of DPS and also poke. And I would have to be sacrificing at least one of those things if I'd gone for Collector Rush. See if I can poke Zero with the Fire Cannon. Nice. That's half her HP gone. I didn't expect Cho'Gath to suddenly push from the side though. Let's try and run towards Set. Okay. Thank you for the attempt at peeling me, Set. Not. Yeah, like I said. Solid mix of DPS and poke. I'd be dealing nowhere near as much damage right now if I'd gone for Collector. If I'd gone Collector, Infinity Edge, Mortal Reminder, well then I would have this as the same, or actually maybe a little bit more DPS, but then I wouldn't have the poke capabilities that did half of Zeria's HP in one hit. If Seth had actually continued going bot, I would have let him have bot. But, what he can do on the other hand though is go top lane and split push, whereas that's not an option for me. Do I want to group? No, I think I can push. If I get a tier 2 turret here, that's going to be an insane amount of gold for me. Actually, oh. He's dead. Nice one, and that should be a free throw for me now. Yeah, if I'd noticed he was TPing sooner, I could have tried to set up more traps for a free headshot on him. Ooh. That was a terrible trap. Or net, at least. Okay, if it doesn't have ult, then I suppose I'm fine. I assumed he had ult.
By the book.
Nice one. Okay. Even if shit's done this, I can still walk away from the ult. That was terrible.
Predictable.
Okay, I can actually go for Bloodthirster here. It's gonna be a bigger prospect than capping out my crit, I think. Usually I'd cap out the crit because it's cheaper, but I can afford Bloodthirster, so I'll just do that. Not a fan of Yuntal on Caitlyn, not unless the comp is just almost entirely frontline. This is actually fairly close to that. If they had a tank support in this game, for example, and I knew therefore that I would get heavy Yuntal use even in lane, then I would have gone for Yuntal. But otherwise, no.
People. No one else.
Don't you do Dominic? Not when I'm against the Warwick. I don't know how much anti-heal I've had already. Not much, actually. So, Lord Dominic's would have been fine for me this game, but sometimes you get a shit ton of fucking water reminder value. It's just hard to predict. I had to have blue trinket to try and finish off Morgana. Yeah, nice. Gonna have to flash that, unfortunately. Nice. Oh, no, the blast gun. Oh. Holy crap, okay. Tense. I don't think we could end anyway, so I'll let Ryze push that by himself while I get free from here.
Has destroyed a turret.
Let's do this by the book. Boom. Headshot.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Mortar Reminder better because of Warwick? Allegedly. I mean, the way these fights are going, I'm just not getting any use out of Mortar Reminder. In that entire team fight, I did like 100 anti-heal. Like, it's
Before tea time.
useless compared to what Lord Dominic's would be doing for me against Cho'Gath and Galio. But that's just hindsight. Because I'm just not hitting Warwick exactly when he's using his Q healing or his ult healing, for example. But you can't predict these things.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Perimeter secured. Brilliant.
Oh shit, this is a big collapse. My bad, I'm dead.
Think you're above the
I can try and trade 1-for-1 with Zeri. Holy crap, I have no attack speed. Yeah, he must have hit me with his Z, the Malphite. Wait, no wait, that's not Malphite, that's Cho'Gath. Why did I have no attack speed then? Was I just cancelling autos for no reason? Oh, my auto— I'm just straight up not autoing there when I'm using attack move, what the hell? Weird. There's one auto that I maybe cancelled. Strange. I don't think I was gonna color anyway though, I got 2 CC chained. I was just overextended, my bad. Alright. I'm full build. God, I'm full build and this Warwick is like 2.5 items.
I always
There is only 3.
and my aim is
I'm gonna go for the red buff. I don't think there should be a fight anytime soon anyway, right now.
as expected.
Now I'm gonna charge my headshot on these minions. Now I've charged it, so I finish off the minions with my Q. Don't need to ult her, she's dead. Don't need to ult her, she's also dead. We should just be able to end the game here. And if I come across any mini waves, I'm gonna let my team have them so I can keep my headshot charged.
Prime
Oh, okay, never mind. GG. Alright, what are we gonna play? Playing with a Senna. So if we pair that with Caitlyn, it's gonna be 2 really long range ADCs. Some synergy there. Let's go with Caitlyn. Okay, Caitlyn into Tristana. I think that's decent. Biggest thing is that when we see Tristana jumping on us, we react in time with the E to make sure that we actually don't get hit by the Tristana W. Do I need to run lethal tempo here? Probably not. I'm gonna assume this Fiddlestick support. Yeah, that's the only choice. I don't think I need to run flat health here. I'm wondering whether we shouldn't have just entered the lane through the river, actually.
Let's do this by
To avoid Fiddlesticks walking up and poking here. Guess not too bad. Okay, I think I'm a little bit rusty from not playing League in a while. Can this mean I stop running away? Okay, that's a fairly good trade on to Fiddlesticks. Now we have control of the lane. He's only got that one ability, so we don't back off after that even trade. We just continue moving forwards with more auto attacks. Because obviously my auto attacks outtrade his.
I'll have this finished before tea time.
I don't think my chopper is going to be able to do much, so I think I might level E. Actually? Okay, maybe we can. Oh, damn, my bad. Didn't place it right.
I love a good chase.
Just gonna try, step on the other one as well. Nice. Wait, I'm not trying to track at the center. My bad.
Let's wrap this up.
Nice one. Doing a good job so far of harassing the Tristana, getting her low. Tristana on her part should have been looking for an engage a lot sooner while also looking to preserve HP. Ooh. Okay, that's her very low. Not quite gonna be a kill. Yeah, for her part in this early lane phase, she should have been willing to give up some CS because they couldn't engage level 1. And when we started out pushing, they couldn't really engage level 2 either. So she needed to be letting us push in that wave while conceding as much CS as needed to conserve HP. And then later on, when she's like level 2, level 3, and she's like at least close to full HP, especially with her potion, then she could try to look for engages, but now she's just too low for that, obviously. Here, clearly we just want to shove in the wave and base. It's gonna be a little bit late to actually force it to miss farm. Never could have crashed sooner if I was paying attention. But then we'll leave it at that. Next wave should be a kind of wave, so I don't want to delay my base any longer than this. We could have arguably Senna protecting my base here, but it doesn't look like he's gonna try and cancel me anyway, so it's fine. Classic support overstay. Didn't she literally start to recall around the same time as me? I don't know why she's still here. The only purpose behind Senna staying in a situation like this usually would be like, if I was basing on a non-cannon wave, she could secretly stay while pretending like she'd based, and then when they crash the wave to try to make me miss farm, and they go on ward or something, she reveals herself and freezes the lane to stop me from missing too much farm. That's the only reason for her to be wanting to stay there. But she wasn't doing anything like that. What's the rune / build setup this game? We're gonna be doing probably Collector into Infinity Edge into Farkanen, I think.
Crime is common. Logic is
Okay, Tristana just wasted her E. Didn't he just fear me? Okay, really solid trade there. Obviously, Tristana without her bomb is nothing, so we're trying to abuse that in the trade. We're gonna need to place a ward behind us to have some idea of where Zinzal is. Oh, he went on me instead of Senna. Can't quite get the fiddle, my bad. I think I probably messed it up somehow. Okay, sad. I got better if I need it here. Oh my god. Ah, fuck, the auto still reaches me. Alright, that sucks. Got too outnumbered there. Didn't have a jungler.
I'll be adding that to the charges.
Do you think the season is harder for ADCs to solo carry the game without a duo supporter feel miserable? That's nothing new, that's just standard ADC stuff.
An enemy has been slain.
Damn, there wasn't really any way for me to outplay, unfortunately. I would have needed mana for my Q, then I could like Q flash away from Tristana or something while still killing her, but no mana, no outplay. I should have just flashed away and settled for not getting any kills.
An enemy has been slain.
Not by a long shot.
Shouldn't have popped away after that first auto. Thankfully I still land the headshot anyway, thankfully. That's actually thanks to tier 1 boots.
Let's investigate.
Okay, decent damage. I'm gonna keep an eye on mid lane as well. Gonna make sure that we're not getting ganked by Akshan. And also, ideally, if we're gonna be pushing them under turret, we've taken some risk by crossing them without any vision of this area. We got away with it, but for now, we absolutely do need to suddenly prioritize getting vision there. There's still a chance we could get flanked or ganked through the river. But this is something at least. We're much less vulnerable now. Tristana might want to choose the base now that she's been harassed so low by the ult, so in case that she is, we're gonna shove this. Now, it looks like they might be setting up a Zinzal gank. Or maybe they're on the Drake, I don't know. I think they're probably on the Drake, yeah. That's cool. That also just means they're giving up CS under that turret. I could also just look to base here. Yeah, the next wave is a cannon wave. We're obviously not going to contest this. Actually, can we? Because, I mean, our jungler is in the area. I don't know if I can communicate to them that they're on the Drake, though, so I'm not going to bother.
What others do not.
Like, I don't know if they are even aware or anything. It didn't look like they wanted to contest. So instead, I'll just base. They're obviously not going to be able to crash this in time to make me miss farm, so I just get the free item lead over Tristana here. Maybe not an item lead, but at least I get to match her items anyway.
No matter the situation, a good investigator always remains calm.
Okay, not bad. Now Tristana's still stuck laning on low HP. We see Fiddlesticks is mid lane, so right now, the only thing I need to do to abuse the situation is just walk forward, zone her off the farm, and just keep this freeze up. Because she can only get out of the situation by recalling, and so if she's gonna recall, I'm just gonna say, hey, you're gonna lose all of this CS to your own minions. Like, your own minions, I'm gonna make sure they kill all of my minions.
Let's crack this case.
This way I'm not even gonna be vulnerable to ganks in the long term. Compared to if I try and crash and get the plating, which obviously is enticing, especially it being that low. But I'm also alone on the map, but I have vision.
An enemy has been
So we're just gonna play it safe and just deny two separate mini waves from Tristana. Which is gonna go a long way towards getting me ahead of her again. Nice. Okay, hopefully there's not a Fiddlesticks cheesing there. Oh, he's actually topside, so I'm gonna ult Tristana here. Get myself a small HP lead there. If I can land a headshot on her as well, perfect. She probably should have ignored that cannon and just engaged on me, because at the moment she's playing into what I want, which is I'm getting her low before she engages on me. But she's only not engaging on me because she's not engaging on me, you know, like she should be more aware of the fact that her win condition in this lane is to engage before she gets low, but she's happy to let me get her low. She's not doing anything about it. Like, obviously, in that certain scenarios, it's like you either take the headshot or you miss a CS, or how about you just engage on me while missing the CS, you know? I'm gonna back off here. I think I might be getting ganked. Yeah, there's probably an invisible auction. Okay, at least I get a kill back. I doubt I'm gonna survive here. We'll do what we can, though. I'm not gonna bother using my summoners. I'm gonna be dead no matter what here, so it is what it is. But at least the 1-for-1 isn't too bad. Yeah, Tristana's just completely reliant on ganks to have a fighting chance in this lane, and even then she still got half of my CS, and it's just purely because she's not looking to engage before she gets slow. You could argue she could maybe do a better job of avoiding taking damage in the first place, but at one point, for example, it was either like to avoid my headshot she would have to give up a cannon, which obviously is not a trade you want to be making. Ideally she would have engaged on me already, like she would have just simply engaged on me beforehand, so it wouldn't come down to tanking a free thinking headshot or sacrificing the cannon. Or at the very least, like, potentially if she chose to ignore the cannon and engage on me instead, ideally by that point I would have been low enough from the previous engage that I could die to that engage. Okay, I'm gonna freeze this because they do have an engaged lane. Especially now with the Fiddlesticks being level 7. I don't suppose he managed to sneak past those traps, did he? No. Yeah, didn't hit. Oh well. He's really low now. Whoa, that sun ult was terrible. What? That aim was awful. Fiddlesticks might still try and engage from low HP. Better be careful about that. I need to leave Senna to clear these wards by herself, because if I help her, then Fiddlesticks has a potential double ult. I need to be ready to back her up while Fiddlesticks is engaging on her, exactly like this. Yeah, sadly I can't kill Tristana afterwards. Or can I? She already used her second jump, right? And that was a fleet auto, so I got another auto? Okay, nice. Well, I just crit her. I felt like that was the second crit I had, right? I've got a headshot from this, so I'm gonna save that and use the Q to kill that last minion. In case Tristana happens to be staying here. No, she's not. Okay. So we're gonna push this turret. Hopefully we can actually kill it. Might not be on this push, though. Okay, we've already used one Q on the caster, so they die to the next Q. Fiddlesticks is mid, so yeah, we end up getting this turret. Perfect. Not too bad, not too bad. Tristana with a much better KDA than me is actually going to be so much more behind in gold. It's not obvious right now. Right now I'm 700 gold under her in terms of inventory gold spent, but after this base, let's see. Currently I made 50 up. Where is she? Is this her updated build? Yeah, it is. Now made 150 gold up in terms of inventory gold. Pretty crazy, considering I'm doing much worse than her in KDA. It's all from CS and turret gold and platings. Oh, is that the real Fiddlesticks? No, it wasn't. I suppose I could go for the farm. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Oh, he's actually trying to run away. Ah. Okay, that's fine, they got him. We'll go for the farm. Or do we want to go for this? I suppose we do, I suppose I'll help. Actually, nah, they don't need my help. I'm gonna prioritize getting as much CS here as possible. I can help them afterwards. They would just be silly to let this wave die though. Especially it being a kind of wave. Oops. Okay, turns out they don't really need any help in hindsight. Nice one, I'm gonna pick up the red buff. We'll be mainly playing Caitlyn today? No, I'll be playing whatever I feel like. So maybe some Tristana as well. I even want to try a Sun ADC game, I want to see if that's still viable.
Stay out of my way.
If I crit, I could get very unlucky here, so I'll let it go to third and get a bit low. I'm gonna be a little bit cautious about the auction as well. I'm scared to actually go for that ward. Okay, we see action bot. I'm gonna go clear the ward while I can. Okay, this guy seems to be dead. I don't think I need to ult him. Oh, actually. No! Okay, I mean, at least my ult doesn't properly go off. Stan's quite late to picking that CS up. I don't know where she was on the map, but ideally she would have picked it up. Wait, one of them is the real one. Holy shit. He might die to this? I don't think so, though. Yeah, just barely not. Okay, that's fine. That was surprising. But I was wondering, why would there be two of them in the same brush, two wards from the same guy? Gotta be a little bit cautious about the potential Fiddlestick's ult or the auction flank. Ah, god damn it. Shit. No, she blocked it. Ah, that was really awkward, man. Oh well. I might want to end up selling a dagger for this Infinity Edge. Or if I could get an assist on someone, but sadly the people I hit are not dying. Oh well. Yeah, this is a bit awkward. This ward was like such fake vision, because it looks like it's protecting us in this area, but no, Fiddlesticks can clearly find an angle to ult us from while being completely invisible. I think Yana wins these. This probably wasn't smart. Ooh, or maybe... Oh, damn. Oh, I think sadly she dies, but at least it's a 1-for-1. Yeah, we saw this. Then I see getting buffed apparently, that would be great. I appreciate her being actually an option to play. Like some comps when your team has picked just full carries, like why the fuck would you want to pick another carry, you know? Then is a very supportive carry. Basically a support in the ADC role. She's not gonna pick this up? Wow, she's not. It's hard for me to lane here, because she couldn't try and catch me out. We're the same level at least though, she can't really be that ahead. She's not in the brush, right? No. Okay, it doesn't look like she's trying to catch me out then, I suppose. There's some kind of Talia ult for some reason, I don't know what she did that for.
No matter the situation, a good investigator always remains calm.
Should I ult here? I feel like he's just gonna ult. Yeah. Oh, crap. No, god damn it. My team got distracted by... Was that Tristana? Not sure. Okay, not bad though. I think actually getting another quick look here and prioritizing Farkanen is more important than going for Berserkers. Damage-wise, I might get a bigger prospect out of a quick look than Berserkers, and if this allows me to go for Farkanen earlier, without even needing to go for tier 2 boots first, that would also be a huge prospect. Now that I have Infinity Edge. Spammed almost only Senna before they killed her on ADC. One of my longest ever win streaks is actually on Senna. Senna ADC. And I think it was like in the entirety of Season 13 Split 1, I went like 33-0 on Senna across all my accounts. 6 of those wins were in high-low, because I didn't really have her in my main champion pool. Only did her in like low-elo series, but yeah, I went undefeated in low-elo and then defeated in the few high-low games I played as well. They were on the Reddit pick always. What the hell is that? Ah, I got blocked. Gotta be real careful here actually, there could be a Fiddlesticks ult. Holy crap, I nearly got the Tristana. Nice try. Perfect. Okay, I think there's not much to do on this mid lane turret, so once we've crashed that, we're immediately going to be rotating towards bot side to join the team there and hopefully get this turret, which is going to be a lot more valuable to pick up, I think, than a inhib turret, which is more likely as well for the enemies to defend. But we know at least I've basically forced an enemy to be pulled towards bot lane there. Nice. Sorry, towards mid lane. Otherwise they're just sacrificing a free wave there. And on top of that, they should be aware that if they don't defend it, I will just take that inhib turret for free. So once I've pulled an enemy towards that mid lane by pushing in the wave, that's when I rotate bot to maximize their chances of actually getting something bot as well. Which worked out perfectly.
Always maintain a proper chain of command. In my sights.
Okay, and that gives me enough for Farkanen, so time to base. Alpha gotta be strong as fuck for this game? Yeah, actually, they got a very heavy AD comp. I don't know how he does into Fiora. Because she does have that true damage on her ult, but he seems to be having a pretty good game. Whoa. Jesus. Okay, this is one of those situations where I want to hold on to the headshot and just kill the minions with Q instead. Just in case I get a chance to harass anybody with this headshot. There he is. That's fine. Why is he charging the full ult? He could have just hit me with it. Fuck. Okay, we got it. Are you not using the EQ combo? I think I used it there, didn't I? I think I just missed, or that, or one of them was on cooldown. Yeah, that's fine. So again, this entire scenario actually was such a perfect example of why it's so valuable to just hold on to the headshot when you're farming mini-waves and just finishing off the mini-wave there for afterwards with Q. Because I just hit him with 2 headshots in a row, both of which were charged very deliberately onto the mini-wave and preserved and making sure that I didn't waste it on the minions. And the fact that I had 2 headshots in a row is exactly why he couldn't kill me there. a Caitlyn player who uses his or like holds his headshots that deliberately is just so much less vulnerable and overall so much more powerful than a Caitlyn who just uses them on minions without worrying about preserving them for PvE.
Let's crack this case wide.
4k gold lead on Tristana is huge. Yeah, she has really bad CS. I don't know what's up with that. I could have maybe popped towards bot, by the way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that actually. Should have done that from the first place, but this Fear is clearly overextended. I want to punish that before I go for mid lane farm, because she's not going to be overextended forever. Oh, jeez. Alright, nice. Do I want to group mid now? Nah, I think I'll push out bot lane. We're obviously too far away from top lane, I think, for all of this action. So instead, we're just going to take advantage of the fact that the enemies are all top side. So if I go bot side, I'm on the opposite side of the map. They're clearly not going to be able to stop me pushing or anything.
One must never start an investigation without first examining the evidence.
God damn it, I can't charge up a headshot when I'm in the brush. Huge damage to her. Okay, I don't know where Auction is, and I don't have a headshot charge this time. Okay, I see him bot. Actually, Drake is up. I don't know why Senna is currently supporting our mid laner on top lane when Drake is up, but we should all be playing around this Drake. Got him. Wow, he one-shot me though. Fish.
Shut down.
I know, since I was alive again, sad. Okay, not too bad. Don't even know how I got an assist on Fiddlesticks, I don't remember hitting him. Maybe a trap. Wait, he lived that? Oh my god, how much armor does he have? I have to imagine it's a lot.
Has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed.
I'll be adding that to the charges.
Which elo is that? Silver. Yeah, nothing we can do about the Baron. May as well go and defend bot. Actually, the best angle to defend it from, though. We're gonna see when PR comes in vision if she does here. Okay, so she's not going to, so nothing to do. But in case I could cheese just a free shot on her, I want to stay out of vision. Is Tristana ADC good right now? I think she's great, yeah. Although, did she get buffed, nerfed already? I feel like she might have. Probably just good then. Ah, wait, I could have charged up a headshot there. Usually I'd go for golems, but there is a fight going on. And it might continue from here. Just gonna say I need to be careful.
You won't escape.
An enemy is
Doing a bad job of charging up the headshot and keeping it charged. Okay, well, she's dead. Wait, no vision. This guy is so tanky. Okay, 1 for 1. I didn't see how much gold I got from him, but I'm hoping it was a lot given how fed he was. I don't think it was though. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Oh my god, that's Zhao HP. Oh, thank god. Yeah, I didn't expect him to be so tanky. Oh, he had shield bow, among other things. Okay, I got 420 gold from it, apparently. The gold appeared on myself, not on him, that's why I didn't notice it. How does Skip feel right now? Pretty good, I would say. Does he have played steel caps? No, like, I'm surprised how he was taking so little damage. Not even resolve, I'm actually confused. The shield bow alone doesn't feel like it explains it. Maybe I was just level 16 to his level 18 or something. And I didn't have Lord Dominic's yet, to be fair. I'm used to having Lord Dominic sooner. Ah. Nice. Maybe we can do something about this Fiora, by the way. She's overextending here and we can't afford to ignore her or she might end the game.
Let's do this by the book.
I don't want to ignore my team when they're potentially getting into a fight with Akshan, but I do need to deal with this. Okay, nice. That's something.
You have slain an enemy.
3 times over.
Okay, got my headshot charged. Ooh, Akshan now has Randuin's. That is going to be so bad for me to deal with him. Since Zhao doesn't have ult, I guess? Whoa. And Akshan got melted by the Malphite, I guess. Guy should be dead, very dead. One more auto, there we go. Okay, that was a pretty good fight.
Guilty as charged. Brilliant.
Randuin's auction. He sold boots for that. He's gonna be so insanely slow, what the hell? Okay, I got my headshot. Nobody seems to be here though. For now. Looks like we should have our free inhib here.
I love a good chase.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
And yeah, let's stop by the Drake before our recall. This should be free to take. Just somebody should defend against this. Ooh. Oh no. Actually, I want to be positioning at the bottom of the pit, so once we got this. Oh, that didn't go according to plan. Whoops. I don't even have flash if I need it here. Jesus, what do we do now? Do we just end? I need to walk with my team though in case Akshan has anything. I'm not sure we can, you know. I actually think we just need to get out. That guy will get HP back and then just destroy us from stealth. He'll one-shot us. We should be recalling the same spot though, more or less. Okay, we see Akshan now, it's fine.
No matter the situation, a good investigator always remains calm.
Need to be careful here, actually. Akshan can just carry the game by just killing me for free at this point. Okay, got my headshot charged. At this point, me... Oop. If I had ult, he'd be dead, but no need. Okay, nice. Ah, should have saved that headshot. All good. Sure, let's do Baron, I suppose. Most important thing is to be on the same page. I think we probably could have ended, but if some people are gonna do Baron, no point trying to half-fast the ending. We should fully commit onto whatever play we're gonna go for. Okay, these guys are gonna finish Baron. I'm just gonna... Oh, shit. Well, that wasn't expected. Thankfully, everybody lived. Fiora was trying to backdoor an inhib. She might still try and go for that.
Your inhibitor has respawned.
Yeah, here she is. I was already running towards her in advance, so... She doesn't have too much time to pull off this play. And she's dead. Perfect.
Open and shut.
No, Tristana's pushing this. I might need to defend this as well. I don't even need farm anymore, but... Okay, Malphite can have all this farm. Is he full build as well? He is, actually. Oh, nice, he multed it. Okay, that's fine.
I must always be
Could also do with life stealing. Nice, I life stealed. We got the headshot. Atakan is invisible somewhere. Oh, there he is. Did I say Atakan? I meant Dakshan. I think my team just finishes him here. I literally don't want to waste a headshot. If I hit... yeah, if I hit Zinzao with this, it's a lot of damage and he knows. I've got another E coming up. Whoa! Okay, that was unexpected. God damn it. Okay, we barely get the Fiddle. Holy shit, I can't believe I lived that. Good play from Fiddle. Big luck from me. And he's dead. Awesome. So it's only Fiora alive. We just kill her and... I mean, we don't even have to kill her though. We just force her to come defend. Alright, GG. Showing off how to carry even when you're behind in lane.